Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday Groove Day. I hope everyone is doing well. It is Friday, the end of the week. Hallelujah. Oh, I hope you guys are doing well. And I hope my internet is stable. I have a new modem. So fingers crossed that I won't be glitchy. We'll see how that goes. Hey, Renee from the Terra Love community. Hello, my friend. I hope you are doing well. For those of you that do not know, Renee has a GoFundMe page. Renee, please feel free to put that in. Any love, support that we can show our fellow being would be awesome. Hey, Gerald, my buddy, Tarot Stash in the house. Had so much fun having you on Coffee Chat. Yeah, it's a little lonely today. It's just me, guys. You just get me. But next Friday, Kelly Dozen Cats Wellness Tarot will be here with me on Coffee Chat. So that should be fun. Hey, Lisa Parr and Kristen Louise. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Serena. Good morning. Hope everyone's doing good. Yes, right? Hooray for a new modem. Oh, I hope all works well. Okay. Before I go any further, of course, you know the drill. I have to have my coffee. So I had thought about pouring it ahead of time so it will be cooled off for me to drink, but I do love the dramatics of the French press. And then there's just something about, pouring the coffee, seeing that steam. Oh, goodness. All right. I will let that cool off for a second before I sip in. That will be fun. Yeah, it will be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Hey, Denise. Mount Shasta. I have to get up there. How are things? Did you guys get a lot of snow? I would imagine. Thinking that you would have. I just got my coffee. Oh my, that sounded like the inner beauty to be settled with the coffee. Absolutely. It is a big cup, Christy. I'm all about the big cups. And yes, French press. Gotta have the French press. Yes. So here's Renee's GoFundMe. Go read about it, share with others, and please let's help her out. So big blessings to you. All right. Hi. Oh gosh. I know Gerald pronounced your name for me and already I forgot. So please forgive me. Is it Lise? Oh, I'm so sorry. I hate mispronouncing people's names. Yes, Kristen, thank you. Thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up while you're here. Announcements I don't have other than Kelly coming next Friday. I'm still working on the third episode for Mind, Body, and Spirit. I had someone that I was supposed to be doing a recording and was hoping to get that out to you all this week, but unfortunately they had to cancel. So I'm a little behind on that, but no worries. Another episode will be coming to you soon. A lot of snow. Okay. And it's melting. Oh, thank you. Lisa. I have to program that in my mind. Hopefully I will remember. All right. Hey, Be Still and Know. Good morning to you. Nice to see you. Happy Friday. Well, my coffee's still piping hot, so I'm going to give it another second. Oh, look, I already had too anxious to pop out here. We have creativity and support. This week felt like a roller coaster week, emotional wise. Like I was great one day, and the next day I'm like, had a little bit of a COVID scare. I had to go meet with my boss on Tuesday. Yes, he was in town. So I met with my boss, and there was a few of our coworkers, and we had a meeting. And then the next day, he informs everyone he has COVID. So, of course, immediately I'm drinking all my teas and doing all my little tinctures, everything that I can do. And it's day 3, knock on wood. I'm doing fine. So, and so are my coworkers. But I've been good. I've been a good girl, been keeping myself quarantined and I took a COVID test this morning just to make sure on day 3 and it came out negative. So we're good so far. Okay. We have hope and we have trust. Lovely. Oh, look what's at the base. Love. Love the love. Oh, Kristen, yeah. Pray that you don't get it. I've had it twice. So your sister's, this is her second time. Yeah, a lot of people have had it twice. I don't know. I don't want it again. It's not fun, but at least I know what to expect. I feel bad for him because this was his first time getting it and he just sounded awful. Exactly, Eliza. Aloha. Love is an immune booster. I love that. Yes, thank you, Denise. Good herbs. Been doing a lot of herbs. Oh, look at, we're talking about love and look what jumped out. The self-love. And that's so important, right? We have to take care of ourselves. Oops. No, 2 cards exactly. We have integration. Let me kind of do it from the side there. Integration. Ooh, and we have the masculine energy coming in here. Okay. So being creative on different ways to express self-love. There's so many different ways that we can take care of ourselves mentally, physically. Um, and so what they're sharing with me is also like be very cautious of the words that you use for yourself when you're talking about yourself. A lot of you know what I mean, especially when you make a mistake or you do something like, oh, I can't believe I did that. I'm so stupid. Or, oh, God, I look so fat. You know, oh, I used to be awful with that. I used to call myself every name in the book long time ago. I don't do that anymore. But the words that we choose are words that are important because we're taking that all in. So we want to bless ourselves with the beautiful words, the beautiful things that are going to uplift us, not to suppress us, right? Bringing in that support for ourselves. And learning how to integrate all of that. It's important learning how to integrate that kindness, that love, the joy, doing different things. And they don't have to be big, extravagant things, just the little things. Little things matter too. All right. And if you struggle with that, just know that, hold on to that sense of hope, that sense of hope and knowing that you are a special person and that good things will come and do come. So they might not be as big as, again, a lot of times we think that the bigger the better. It's the little things that count too. They matter. They do. So trust in your healing, trust in yourself, trust and believe in you. And that masculine energy is more of a stronger energy, that confidence, bringing all that in to really stand into that. I always like to try to balance my energies between the masculine and feminine, but sometimes one is needed a little bit more than the other, right? So bringing in that energy, that confidence that you need with that. Okay, there's something that I should be sharing. Hold on. Let me just look in the book here. I'm trying to see what it is. So where they give me the note. That's it. Huh. I'm not seeing it, but I'm going to read what it says. So the sun, which is represented here, powerful, a life force without nothing on this earth could survive. The masculine energy is one of action, doing creative, forcing, and enforcing. In nature, it is balanced out with the feminine energy. When we find ourselves embodying this energy, we get things done. So it might be meant for one of the other cards they want me to share, but I don't want to go through and trying to find the message. But the one thing that came through about the masculine energy too is, yeah, it's bringing in that action, bringing that in and doing, taking that action for the self-love that you need for yourself. So just check in with yourself. Where are you on that self-love scale? Are you actively taking doing the steps that you need to take care of yourself? So really think about that. That's important. All right. Hey, Seascape. Hello, hello. And Liz, I see you. Hello. All right. So that's that first message. And I'm dying here, so I need to sip. Let me put these back. All right, grab your coffee, tea, whatever your beverage of choice is, and cheers. Happy Friday. Yeah, it is easy to beat up on oneself. Hey, Mashika. An emotional week, huge T-square involving Mars and Neptune might have something to do with it. Oh, giving you big hugs, my friend. Yeah, I hear you. I can resonate with that. And yeah, it's easy to beat up ourselves, right? Can't stop the negative self-talk. Such a struggle for me. Can't seem to evolve out of it. Baby steps, Kristen. The first step is awareness, right? When we are aware that we're doing this. So great job. At least you're recognizing. And then just pause for a minute if you can, if you remember, when the next time you say something, just take a second and say, that's interesting. And really think about why you said it. I think that's important. I think when we take that moment to really understand why we're saying the things that we're saying. So, for instance, when I used to say this too, "Oh, I can't believe I did that. I'm so stupid." Okay, well, am I really stupid? When you really start breaking this down, you're like, are you really stupid? No, you made a mistake. We're human. Humans make mistakes. So then turn it around, flip it, which is actually an Abraham Hicks process called pivoting. Pivot and say, okay, I know that's not what I want. What do I want? Well, you can say something like, I'm disappointed that I did that. And now I'm going to learn for next time so I don't do that. So you're not stupid. You just made a mistake. And now you're going to change that around. So when you start this process of beginning to break these things down and ask yourself, is that really true? When I used to say stuff like, oh gosh, I'm so fat. Okay, are you really fat? All right, I put on some weight. But is that really the best way to describe myself? So when you treat yourself with love and you pour into yourself with love, your body is going to respond. So if you're struggling with weight and that's something that you want to do, then start treating your body with love so that it can relax and do the work that it needs to do to get the weight off. But if you're beating it up and calling it different names, everything gets really tight. Nothing's working properly because you're stressed. So allowing yourself to bring in that ease and that love and just pouring into yourself, that's going to do a lot better than the other way around. So give it a try. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mashika. Sometimes we just need to give ourselves a break. That's what I did. That's why I wasn't on YouTube for a while. I needed that time for myself. Hey, Arlene. Hello, hello. Good morning. And Susan, Viviani, good morning. And my other Arlene is here. Both Arlenes. I love having both Arlenes in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I like this. Be still and know. Like Byron Katie's work, her process asks, is that true? Yeah. Is that true? Most of the time, it isn't. It's these stories that we build up about ourselves, and we have to learn to break them down to create the new stories, the stories of how we like to see ourselves, of how we want to be, of how we know we are the individuals that we are. Flip the script. Oh, thank you, Liz. I have to get back to doing my shorts. It's been a minute, but I want to get back to doing those. I need to forgive myself for not going to the gym. I work 2 jobs, have a mom in hospice, and have a chronic fatigue. Kristen, of course you get to the gym, girl. That's a lot. Be easy and gentle on yourself. Maybe it's just doing something at home. I actually started doing these 15-minute workouts. 15 minutes. So break it down. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Start off doing something small and get to the gym when you can get to the gym. So then that way it'll be a really nice experience when you go to the gym versus this forced experience of I have to do this, I have to do that. Baby steps. Just do a little something at home, maybe if you're not too tired, because we want to honor our bodies when we're tired as well. But bless you. That's a lot. That's a lot. So love yourself. Yeah. Yeah, ladies, we have that tendency thinking that we can do it all and not giving ourselves any breaks. Right, here's that expectations. What's expected of us as well. And that we need to create more balance. Oh, there's a word behind here. Yeah, to focus on creating more balance. Connections. Yes, look what's at the bottom. Grace. Bringing in more grace. And that's that connections to you, the connections to yourself and creating yourself. Okay, I need to go to my... Let's see. Yeah, short sessions. Yeah, the cards are like, this is why I'm pulling my women card, though. They tell me to pull. Yeah, see, look, loving from the inside. That's where it starts. Surrendering, letting go, trusting in that process. You don't have to do it all. Oops. Okay. 2 flew out here, so I'm going to go with them. I embrace my body and being in the flow. All right. Woo, got goosebumps for this. So our expectations, we have to manage our expectations. And men, no shade towards any of you. This is, I think, specifically a message for the ladies right now. This is why they directed me to go to my Soulful Women cards. It's about, but this pertains to everyone, but women do have this tendency to feel like we are the givers, we are the caretakers, we give, do, but yet we forget a lot to take care of ourselves. So we need to manage the expectations of our day-to-day lives. All right, not to beat ourselves up when things don't get done, the laundry doesn't get done, or we didn't get the cooking, or this kid didn't get this thing, or I got to go here and do this thing. Oh, I got the teacher conference, or, the list goes on and on. So we have to learn how to manage our expectations of how we're going to feel after we do all these tasks and all these different things that we need to do. So it is important for you to focus on yourselves. so that you can create that balance, okay? And it starts with loving from the inside. And this says, it is a blessing to give myself the gift of my own presence. Ah, look how lovely that is. And she's just surrounding herself with flowers and just bringing in that love. But it starts in here. You need to do this for yourself. Surrender. And it says, I honor the truth and surrender as it opens me to the gifts of divine grace. And look at that. That's what's at the base of the deck here, the divine grace. So we're bringing in that grace as well. And embrace your body. I honor, embrace all of my body. I am receptive to her specific needs. Listen to your body. If you're tired, rest. If you're hungry, eat. Right? It's just simple little things, but we have this thing in us that says, I must keep going. I have to push through and I have to push through. And sometimes that's the case, but it is important to take the time when you have it to just rest. And sometimes we have to make it. We have to make the time. Okay. Connecting, that connections, that's all about connecting with you so that you can be in the flow. And when I am in the flow, magic happens. So think about your life and how it's structured right now. And I know when you're like, Kristen, I'm going to use you as the example. When you're working two jobs and there's the kids and everything else, it can be a little bit more challenging. And that's why it's even more important for you to make the time for yourself. So that was a really important message that came through right now. Exactly, Gerald. They are. They're jumping out. They're like, pick me, pick me. I want to talk. I have something to say. Yes, Seascape. You can only do what you can do. We have to learn to accept that. Absolutely. Eliza says, I've spent my life at a computer. Now I have 30-minute timer to get up and move or short minutes. I have to get back to that, Eliza. I was doing that as well and kind of got away. I'm starting to get, I don't have the timer, but I'm making mental note of, okay, Sonia, get up and move. And it's important. Yes. For those that are kind of tied to a desk, whether it's at work or at home, get up, move. It's important. Take care of your body. Yeah, look at, oh, I love everyone giving Kristen some tips here. That's awesome. Yes, quiet time helps us to reset. Absolutely. And life will smack you in the face if you don't slow down. It will make you. Now that right there, it's so true. We're not made of steel, guys. So the more we keep pushing ourselves, yeah. Hey, butterflies are free. Welcome. Yes, yes. And if you don't take time for yourself, the universe will sit your butt down for you if you don't listen. Yep. That's okay, Kristen, if you don't get to the gym. That's okay. Like I said, there's plenty of stuff that you can do at home. And then when you do get to go to the gym, look at that as a treat. Ooh, okay. Coffee break. Beautiful message. I needed to hear that too. Yes, I always feel that you're supposed to be where you're supposed to be. So great. Welcome. Butterflies are free. Perseverance. Oh, helicopter. You guys, so for those of you that don't know, I live in Hollywood, practically like right in the heart, the belly of the beast, I like to say. So it was Oscar Sunday, and the Oscars are like literally right around the corner from me. And oh my God, the helicopters consistently flying overhead because, they're trying to get the overhead shots. And reporting, and oh my, I was going to lose it every year, every year, except for COVID time. It was so quiet in Hollywood. It was a miracle, but I'm glad it's over. That's all I can say. But that might have been a news helicopter. Who knows? That's the one thing about living in Los Angeles. You will get the helicopters. Clarity. Yeah, isn't that good? I like the idea of getting up and moving every so often. I'm setting an alarm to remind me to do that now. I've forgotten that physical movement helps me process and be totally awesome. Yes. Guys, go to YouTube University. There are chair exercises that are awesome. This, I remember one of them, just twisting in your chair. Oh, that feels so good. You can do bends down in your chair. There's so many things that you can do without standing, but it's good to stand too. But yeah, that feels really good. Yep. I have focus and truth. And for those coming in, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I don't have my fan. Oh, Gerald, if I'd known if I was going to be here this morning, I'd have my fan. Whoosh. We have the gateway. Security. Ooh, and voyage. And look what's at the bottom. Inner peace. Isn't that what we all want? So this gateway, this is the opening to the path, the life of what it is that you want to create. Look at the unicorn there, right? That's where the magic is. The magic is what we make of it. We are our own creators. So what is it that you want to create? Going back to the first reading that we did about the messages, the words that we use, it's so important to create the magic within us as well. So it's going to be important what words you use when you talk about yourself, when you're dealing with situations or problems that arise, right? So to persevere in making that magic happen in your life. But first, you have to get more clarity on what that is so that you can focus on it. And once you start practicing this, this is going to bring in that security. It feels really good in knowing that I am safe to proceed. And I think that's the one of the biggest challenges for many people is that when we're trying to create our dreams, when we want to make that magic happen for us, we get scared. We're like, I'm not sure if that's safe. I don't know if I'm going to be safe. I don't know if I can do this. So then we start feeding ourselves fear versus pushing through. And I'm very guilty of it myself, right? It's a consistent thing that I'm always working on so that I can push through because I want to live my truth, as many of you do as well. I don't know, many, raise your hand if you've had that moment of where you're like, I can see myself, the future me of who I am, who I want to be, and where I want to go in life, and the life that I want to have. But how do I get there? And then it's like every little action step you take, it's like something comes out of left field. Where's that fear comes in, right? That fear and that doubt. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure if I can do this. So this is part of our journey. This is part of our life. It's part of the voyage. Keep pushing forward, keep living your truth, and don't give up, right? This is what's at the bottom. I just want to check. It's humor. Sometimes we need to laugh at ourselves like, oh my gosh, you're being so silly. Let it go, and just trust and believe in yourself. And little by little, a baby step is better than no step at all. Sometimes we feel like we have to take these huge, giant leaps. And sometimes you will have those leaps, and that's fantastic. But don't give up. just one little step at a time, you're inching your way towards your goal, towards what it is that you want to have. So keep pushing forward. All right. Yeah, I'm surprised there's not a fan emoji. Okay. Let's see what other message we get here. Oh, yum. We have change. Communication. Perspective. Ooh, an awakening. Anyone doing anything fun this weekend? I don't have any plans. Whoops. Oh, we have the equator. I think I'm just going to relax. Yeah. Dark matter. Mystery. Oh, that's too many. And fluidity, the outer core. Okay. Change the way and how you, we have perspective here too. Learning to change our perspective. Change our perspective on our communication, the way we talk to ourselves. Okay. The way we talk to others as well. I remember my daughter had this, I think it was her second or third grade teacher, and she used the example of toothpaste. And I thought this was excellent to speak, especially to teach little kids, to teach them on words hurt and to be mindful of your words, because it's like a toothpaste. Once you spit it out, you know how the paste comes out of the tube? It's just like, bleh. So once you spit it out, you can't get it back in the tube. So once it's out, it's out. So we want to be mindful of the words that we come out, be mindful of when we talk to other people, of what we're saying to them. So many empaths in this world. So not everyone has learned how to deflect or how to release the stuff from other people. So they're taking that in. And it's the same with yourself. When you say things about yourself, you're taking that in. So we want to learn to create more balance in our lives, changing our perspective on things. Right? Yeah, here's that dark matter. So we don't want to learn how to, and you see her mouth is covered with the butterfly. We need to change. Butterfly is about transformation. So learning to make that change, that transformation of what comes out of this mouth here, letting go, releasing it, and changing a new perspective. This is part of the awakening for many of us. Okay, learning how to have a different way of life, a different way of how we speak to ourselves, to others, and the way we treat ourselves and others as well. So that is that message. Oh, that's right. It's St. Patty's Day this weekend. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yes, exactly. Words matter, especially the words we say about ourselves. Words can be medicine or poison. That part right there. Absolutely. Okay. Oh, Liz is having an Irish meal tonight. Corned beef. Wow. I haven't had corned beef in ages. Yummy. All right, everyone. Dinner at Liz's tonight. Oh, Arlene's son's birthday. Happy birthday. Beautiful. Yep. I had 3 jump out here. I have challenges, perseverance, flexibility. Yeah, I forgot too, Seascape. Come on, cards. And play. I love the play. Let's go. Relaxation. Oh, got 2 cards here. Memories and awareness. Nice. Learning how to persevere through our challenges. Okay. The first thing, it's important to learn to relax. Challenges come up, things happen, life happens, right? There's always something going on, but the more that we learn to relax, to surrender, to let go, and trust in the best possible outcome, things begin to fall in place. Now, it may not happen like that, the way that we would love for things to happen, but there is a process. And when we trust that process and surrender to it, because most things are out of our control. The only thing that we have control over is ourselves and how we decide we're going to feel, what we're going to say, and what we're going to do. So when we learn to step back a little bit, right, we learn that this is a time of trusting and believing. And I have to tell you, I had a situation with the unemployment office. This was like a 2-year ordeal. And it was probably one of the most difficult things that I had to deal with. And it was this whole complication thing of where they were trying to get me to pay back some money because I was unemployed for a stint. And I had to learn to just relax, to let go, and to trust. And one of the things that helped is look at another time in your life where you just let go and you trusted. And I'm sure all of you have at least one of those moments. And remember how you were just like, I know this is going to work out. And it did. So when you allow yourself to be flexible and learning to let go, do something fun that you don't have to think about. You can be very aware of what's happening and what's going on, but bringing more love and play about the situation. And that's what I had to do over the course of 2 years until this whole thing got resolved, because my case, I was waiting for the case date to come. You know how it works. Everybody, the government, they're all backed up. It's a hot mess. But I had to play. I had to continue with life and do the things that I enjoyed doing until that time came. And it was a struggle, the fear, the stress, all of it. But ultimately, my trust, my perception, I just kept pushing and knowing that this was going to work out, and it did. So Challenges will come. It's just how are you going to perceive them? Okay. And then learning how to persevere with those challenges. And that is that message. Oh, all right, Susan. That'll be fun. Enjoy. What deck did you get? I love Oracle cards. Oh, and Arlene's going to a comedy show. That'll be fun. Oh, fun fact. Didn't know this. Speaking of words, most Irish folk do not like the abbreviation Patty. Good to know. Thank you. Okay. And Denise says, the book When the Irish Saved Civilization, an outstanding, physically small history book. Oh, very nice. Thank you for sharing, Denise. Okay. Let's see. No, we're doing good on time today. So that means I have more time to sip coffee. Oh, nice. Thank you, Denise. If anyone else is having an issue with unemployment conflict, our state rep staff was outstanding. I didn't even think of that. I had my employer on my side, so that helped. But it's over. It's past. It's behind me. Hallelujah. Oh, such a relief. I had to see a judge. Thank goodness it was over the phone. But I'm so happy. And courts, all that kind of stuff, any type of court related thing or whatever, it stresses the daylights out of me. I had a incident when I was young, doing a rolling stop sign, and I had to go to court because I was trying to fight the ticket, and the judge was, you want to talk about the meanest, nastiest person? He made me feel like this big. I must have been like, I was like 19 years old. Talk about killing someone's confidence. So anytime anything like court related or whatever, I feel like that 19-year-old kid again. And I'm just sitting there like, please don't be mean to me. And the lady was nice. She was super nice, but I was still terrified. It's funny how our old traumas and things will come up later in life, and you feel like you're just like that little kid that you were before. Oh, you got Wisdom of the Oracle. Beautiful. Do I have that one? I think I have that one. Isn't it crazy? You get so many cards, you forget of what you... Oh no, I have the Shaman's Dream, but I thought I had Wisdom of the Oracle too. It might be buried in here somewhere. Yeah, I like Susan Dunaway. This is was this one Susan Dunaway too? No, that's something else. That's Colette Baron Reed. Okay. Yeah, Colette's cards are just gorgeous. Doesn't it? That opportunity to heal the younger self shows up regularly. Hey, Miss Jackie. Hi. My Baja buddies are in the house. Hey, Pat. Wonderful to see you. Thank you, Jackie. Yeah, I did them myself. I was like, I can't keep doing this nail budget of going to the nail people all the time. Got to do it myself. Acceptance. Uh-oh. Too many cards. Gratitude. Community. Yep. and respect. RESPCT. Okay. Who wants to come out to play? Money saved is money earned. Ain't that the truth? Abundance. Oh, okay. That was a little too many. You know what? I'm just going to shuffle from this pile. Since they all wanted to speak, let's see which one needs to come out more. Fern. Ooh, Run with Wolves. I love this card. Accept. Before we can make changes or do anything in our lives, it's all about accepting where we are right now in this moment, learning to accept the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. Once we're able to do that, to accept that, okay, accept that I have a problem, or accept that I want to do things differently, or accept that I am tired, whatever it is, learning to honor where you are right now, so that that's where the healing can then start to take place. Because if you're oblivious and like, well, nothing is wrong, everything's okay, but really, there's something going on, you haven't accepted that there's something there. So once you're learning to accept and bring in the gratitude to your life, right, for that healing that's about to take place, that's when the abundance begins to flow. Abundance starts coming in. A lot of times our healing, it's bringing in, nature is very healing. So I'm looking at this card as a healing card, all right? Yes, if you can be a part of nature, that's awesome. But, for some, like me, I'm a city dweller. There's some aspects of nature. There's actually a canyon that's not too far, but I can't get to the canyon all the time. But it's about bringing in that healing for yourself, right? And looking for that support of your community, for those that are going to be there to uplift you, to help you. But you have to ask for help when you need it. Okay. If we just keep quiet and don't say anything, then that's why, Renee, I commend you for asking for help. You're reaching out to your community. You need help and you ask for it. And this is really important. Respecting ourselves, respecting the process. And then the Run with Wolves. I love this card because it's just a free spirited card, right? We want to learn how to be in that space of when we can be who we are, who we choose to be, who we want to be. Loving that and respecting ourselves for that individual, that being, that who we are. So respecting the process and the path that you're on, and allowing that healing to come in. Okay. I'm going to I haven't done these cards in a long time. I pulled, oh, here they are. For those that really want to practice channeling and listening to your guides, I highly recommend these cards, the soul cards. Some of you might already have them. They really help to stretch you and to really listen to what's being said to you. So let's see. Yeah. Oh, love you too, Renee. I love spirit. So, as I was just telling you, that these cards are great for recognizing and listening to your guides. Look at the first card that popped out. So, they are so much closer than we think and than we know. So, yeah, it's important for you that these are they're really magical cards. Did you really, Eliza? Eliza says, I met the artist of the soul cards in the late 1990s. Wow, that is super cool. Okay, let me pull one more and then I'll share the message. Yeah. Connections, about working with our guides, listening to the messages and things that are there for us, as I showed here. They are closer than, we know. And many times they will come to us in our dreams. So pay attention to your dreams. I've been a little slacking, but I've been having some really intense dreams, and I need to start journaling about them because I know that there's messages there. So messages will come to you in your dreams as well, and you'll begin to really feel the energy. Look at that. It's like that person's aura all around them. You'll begin to feel the energy as you begin doing the channeling, the work of connecting to your guides, your angels, or whoever your spiritual team is. But it's important to keep the practice going. So just try it. I highly recommend these cards. They're beautiful cards. The art on them is gorgeous, and I just love the messages that come through. She's a petite woman, very sweet. Oh, nice. Hello, Terry, at Holding Your Space. No, this is Palo Santo, and it smells like I wear them because I'm just like, I love Palo Santo. But yeah, they do have like some of the darker beads. It has that tiger's eye look, but yeah, it's just straight Palo Santo. And they just always make me feel so good. Okay. Hey, Jay. Good morning, little bro. How are you? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. All right. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Oh, we have inspiration. And focus. We got focus a lot today. We have patience and honesty. Nature scent gentles us, creates a pause, doesn't it? It really does. I love scents. I have a lot of different oils that I like to burn on occasion because it's just so soothing and calming, and it feels really nice. Yeah. Yes, Jay is the scent master. And if anybody's looking for good quality scents, make sure you hit Jay up, Herc213. He has the doTERRA. Good quality stuff. Wow. Didn't I just say focus comes up a lot? Look what we got here. The hawk, focus. Choose your priorities and eliminate all distractions. And the scroll, preparation, get ready for big changes. And the pelican, forgiveness, let go of your judgments. Beautiful. All right. So, you know how we started off talking about the self love, right? Bringing in more love for ourselves. We also want to just look at, and we've talked, this message has come up throughout today as well, on learning to, how is it that you want to create the magic in your life, right? So, to get inspired on what that looks like and then focus on it, right? We got focus twice here. Choose your priorities, really creating more balance in our lives, right? We want to choose our priorities and prepare and get ready for the big changes that are going to take place. But we have to have patience, right? We want what we want when we want it. Like that. That should be a song. We want what we want when we want it. We want what we want when we want it. But it doesn't happen like that all the time. There is a process in play. So for sometimes it does happen just like that. But patience is key. That's a tough one for me. I know it's a tough one for a lot of us, but learning to have that patience and also bringing in that forgiveness, letting go of our own judgments. And this forgiveness is for ourselves mainly, because again, as we already discovered and talked about today, about how we can be so judgmental of ourselves and so critical. And it's time to let go of that, to forgive ourselves for the harm that we've done to ourselves so that we can move forward. We can get that healing that's needed so that we can move forward, and being really honest about what that is and what that looks like for you. Okay, that's important. So that's going to be part of the healing as well. And that's probably one of the key steps. So being honest with yourself. So that's that message there. Oh, good, Susan. I'm glad that they're spot on today. Well, I am going to pull a card for the weekend and send all you lovely souls on your way. And let's see. I think I haven't done the postcard from Spirit in a minute. Oh, thanks for being here, Denise. Thank you, everyone, for being here this morning. I appreciate you all. And I am going to need my glasses because these words are like this big. Message. Oh, okay. Like 20 cards jumping out all at once today. So we'll choose out of this group. Dear you, there is always more than one side to an argument, two sides, if not more, to every story, and hundreds of ways to be right, be different, be at odds, and so on. Today, we suggest that instead of looking for differences, you find a meeting place of agreement and approach this experience with understanding and compassion. Seek common ground to understand how another person thinks or how an alternate plan might be laid. Stay out of judgment too. Observe, discern, but accept that others have different stories, experiences, and journeys, and some people might refuse to remain open to another's point of view. No matter what, you've been presented with a great opportunity to explore a new way of doing things once common ground is reached. You're attracting people and situations that enrich your life and bring you wonderful things to learn. We love you so much. Beautiful. And this also pertains to yourself, not only to others, but also exploring a new way of doing things for yourself, right? So, a lot about what we talked about today as the things that you say, the words, right, to other people. It's also important to do that self-reflection as well, the same stuff that you do for yourself. So not only are you looking at seeking common ground to understand how another person thinks or how an alternate plan might be laid, it's about you also thinking about how you think and the things that you do. So it goes both ways. All right. So that is the message for you to carry on into the weekend and to think about. I will be on possibly Tuesday on the Soul Sisters Tarot, but EQ is out of commission right now. So I'm not sure. We'll see. She won't be on, but I might be on. And of course, I'll be here next Friday. Kelly, Dozen Cats Wellness Tarot will be here with me. And I'll see you then. So be blessed, be well, and be safe. All right, everyone. Have a beautiful weekend. Bye bye.